Welcome in to episode 19 of our Let's Play Humankind series at the top difficulty level. We are on Humankind difficulty. It is the highest difficulty level currently available in the game of Humankind. We are rolling through the early modern era, and this week's episode should be interesting because we need to execute some balance and expansion, and the yin and yang between those two things should be interesting to see how we pull that off. If you need to catch up on anything from the previous episodes, the link down below in the description will take you to episode 1 of the series. You catch up on how we got to where we are now, playing as the Muggles in the early modern era. Let's jump in and check on our empire and see where this episode will take us. Here we are, of course, in our capital city of Anug. Anug is flying along, 41 people, but you will notice, this is where the balance issues come into play, a large queue, and we are at population cap. That means we need to get some hamlets down post-haste to solve the problem, or we need to train up some more armies, and I think there's a combination of those things that are probably going to need to happen. I don't think that we're going to be able to keep our population growing at the rate we want it growing to maintain our growth trajectory and also be able to not build an army. I think we're going to have to build an army. There's going to have to be, obviously, hamlets put in. Hamlets are your best bet as far as a build towards getting that balance back in your cities if pop cap is your problem. However, there are some techs that will help out, and pay careful attention to some of the infrastructures, because we did this in the last episode. Some of the infrastructures actually will give you additional population slots, and although the value of those infrastructures might not be super high from a FIM standpoint, the actual decrease in the FIMs, or the food anyway, because you're getting that population cap moved up because there's an extra worker slot, becomes actually very, very much more valuable than you might otherwise think. And sometimes those infrastructures are much cheaper to put in than a hamlet, and so you can get a little bit of population cap relief from some of those. So those are something to pay attention as well. We are currently building the Brussels Town Hall. This is our catch-up mechanic. So if we look over here, we are currently 1.2. No, sorry, is that right? No, we're actually less, what is it, 7? No, yeah, it's 1 point something. Don't trust me on math. We're falling behind. We have not been able to catch up to Icarus. I think it's 1.8 actually, right? 1.8, something like that. Anyway, we haven't been able to catch up to Icarus. Icarus has a lot of land. We have taken a few steps to deal with this. Number one, we have taken this, and we're about to take this. We're burning down Icarus's lands that were unconnected. This means we're not at war with him, which is very good because we don't want to be at war necessarily. But it also means that we're restricting the amount of land he has. We're also going to put an additional city in over here. But if you recall, we are waiting. We're getting humanism so we can get some luxury manufacturers in. That's another catch-up mechanic for us because that is 50 fame on constructible. So we're going to use that to catch up on fame. And then we need to wait until we get 3-masted ship in after that, because then we get the colony plan, which will unlock and have constructed in the city already all of the infrastructures from the previous 2 eras. I cannot overstate the importance of getting these technologies if you are about to put a city in. This city would have to build in every one of the infrastructures from the previous 2 eras if we don't research 3-masted ship before we put it in. So we really want 3-masted ship in before we put that city down. Once that city's down, it will flourish because it will not have to build all of those infrastructures. So always make note of those and where they're located. There's another one. If you scroll over, I can't remember. Oh, right here, right? So colony grid in civil engineering. You have colony blueprint here and steam engine that will get you another access to that. You have 3-masted ship here. I think 3-masted ship is the first of those. No, sorry, feudalism also has colony model. So each one has a tech that allows you to build all of the previous ones as you kind of come on through. There's none in Era 2 here, but those are things to pay attention to when you see the little colony plans, colony blueprints, colony whatever it is. getting those techs before you put cities in, if you're close to them, can really make a difference in those cities, because those cities will start with a massive bonus of having all those infrastructures built. That gives them incredibly high FIMs to start with, to match kind of the population as well that they get from those. Those are very important. So we're waiting on that. We have 2 turns that we're burning this down. Right now, Icarus and Plosif are at war. Plosif requested to devassalize from Icarus, and Icarus did not oblige, even though the World Congress vote went in Plosif's favor. And so Plosif and Icarus, our 2 biggest rivals, arguably. Plosif has been sitting here with armies all along our border. Icarus in the New World is who we're kind of fighting against, and who has the lead currently in the game. So lots of interesting things happening there. I also want to check in on attaching this territory. So this territory has everything built into it, and Huatu is basically ready to attach. We have a 19% surplus, so this is an easy pick for an attach for us here. So we're going to go ahead and run this attachment. We might as well get the extra population and food there. Let's check food really quick in Huatu. We have 38 food. They do have an overpopulation problem here right now. That could potentially spell difficulties for us, but I like the bonuses we're going to get, and we'll just get it attached so that we have that done. Let's do it. It's a relatively cheap attach. There's an expansion star for us as well, and we're still at 17 food surplus, which is great. So we got all of our harbors were in already. Everything was already in. All of those things look nice. We're trying to finish Brussels Town Hall because we actually possibly want to get another claim on a wonder, right? That's the reason why we're focusing that. You don't have to fast build Brussels Town Hall. It's not one of those ones where you're like, oh, get it in quick. You could slow build it if you want. But we would love to see something like a Topkapi Palace, because that gives you that shared project constructible increase, gets you increased production across the board in that particular city. So we definitely would love to claim Topkapi. The other ones that are interesting to claim might be Basel's. We put it in our Angkor Wat city, generate some more food in that city. We did not get Machu Picchu to distribute that food out, but that's okay. Taj Mahal also potentially plus 50% money on 50% on settled city could get you a bunch of money if you build Taj Mahal in a settled city, right? So lots of potential here, but I think Topkapi would be our claim. Again, we wouldn't really have to build Topkapi right away. We could sit on Topkapi for a little bit. So if we get the claim in, we don't have to spend the build turns on it, which again, we're having problems with because we're getting backlogged. So we probably need to get the claim on it and then move on from there. But we also want to have enough to put in our city and all that kind of stuff. And our city right now would cost us 2,700. So it'll be a trick between getting the city and claiming Topkapi when we get that. We're making 700 influence per turn. Not overly concerned with it. Let us press the next turn button. Now, you know what? Let's check one more thing really quick.
All those of honest intent may have my ear.
Oh. Wait, why does that say? That's a religion symbol. But then it brings up our crises. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen it. They must have patched something in. That is something we don't need to particularly. Oh wait, what were the crises there? 3 turns. Okay, so we don't have to renounce those quite yet. We could make a treaty with Nox. Actually, we could buy more horses. Do that right away. That would be good. We don't have anything else to buy, so that's fine. And then we might as well make like a monumental contractors deal. That's been getting declined a lot. We're fine with that because it increases our war score over a couple turns. Really? Just in case.
To what do I owe this?
Pay attention to that, I guess. And I'll have to buy more stuff from Burley. I really think a customs union would help us both out.
We would all benefit from
I'm not going to pay you money for it, Burley.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
How do you do?
I'm going to renounce this.
I know. You won't do it again.
And
If I wanted to laugh, I would have called for my jester.
I don't think Plosif will sign an agreement with us. I mean, humanitarian aid is beneficial for both, so we'll see.
We would all benefit from growing closer.
No, okay. So I'm trying to help Plosif out. It's not going well for us in that regard. I think we might as well just renounce this as well.
Very well.
Just because I'll forget about it.
You won't do it.
So there we go. All set to go. Let's hit the next turn button and get things rolling. Once we get this built, we'll start on all of our ridiculousness that's happening in all of our cities. 20 leverage. That's a really nice leverage. Nox has canceled an agreement. Which agreement?
A pleasure as always.
Canceled an embassy agreement. Doesn't tell me which one was canceled, but something got canceled here. Diplo cooperation, maybe? Something like that. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Wait, war? The war between Icarus and Plosif ended, and Plosif has been re-vassalized. So, there we go. Plosif re-vassalized at the end of the war. Plosif could not hold on to the war, and therefore has been re-vassalized. That's not great news for us. That war ended incredibly quickly, and no cities were exchanged, it doesn't look like. Looks like the territories are still approximately the same, I think. Maybe Plosif owns something down here? I can't recall. But Plosif re-vassalized by Icarus, and Icarus will get those bonuses again. Not great for us. Not great for us, but that's okay. We are still attempting to potentially take out a COD. We get military stars if we do this, right? So this is the reason why we're attempting this. If I put these guys here, let's do it. Let's see if we can avoid an attack by Plosif's troops. And then this is a really risky maneuver. I wanted to attack. There was units outside the city, but every time I move close to the land of Plosif, he attacks me. Now, he just lost a war. Maybe he won't be feeling it. I want to run this fight. Oh, are these guys not in the fight? No, it looks like they are. I think they are getting included in the fight. So we will be fighting some chariots and archers and other low-level units. My hope is that we can just kind of run them over as we go. Because we have draftees, which are not, like, amazing or anything. But they're better than all the units we're fighting. And then if we can bring these guys in, we'll have a solid advantage. We're going to fight this. This was the whole point of this army to start with, was to try to take this city. I think it's going to become a major point of contention if we do take it, but the military stars will be worth it just to catch up as we go. Even if we lost the fight but killed a bunch of units, we still would get military stars potentially, so let's do it. We don't have these guys in the fight right away, so they're going to have to come in as reinforcements. That's fine. We definitely want... This is a nice high ground spot, actually. These guys should all probably just be sitting around here. And then, well, we want to bring these guys are going to come in though. So we're going to put these guys on low ground. That should be fine. And then I think actually we want to reinforce these guys, just give them more power to be able to defend initially in case these guys don't jump in right away. We should be able to do this pretty quickly though. Let's take these spots and we'll rock and roll. We get to go first, so that's a huge advantage to us because we're going to go ahead and move in our units. We have a swordsman here. Move them in over here. We have these guys, which we'll put over here. And then we have archers. Now, we want the archers possibly to go and pick a defensive spot. I don't want them there, per se. Got everyone in the fight. Let's get our archery rounds done. I think we try to take out their archers. Oh, we can't. Nope. Love that we can't just take out their archers. Let's damage their chariots, I think. Because the chariots could come around and try to smack us. We don't want that, right? That does not do much damage to those archers. Those archers may cause us a potential problem. And we'll attack from high ground as well. Charge! And we're just going to move troops in as well. For glory. I wonder if these guys could come around. Let's stand here, because that stops reinforcements from coming in. Stay together. And we'd love to hit these archers. There we go. Okay, that's one archer dealt with. There's another archer sitting in the back line. These guys have high ground advantage. These guys don't. I think we just double attack into this. And then, where are we sending these guys? Can we get them? Can't get them into the fight. So these guys were positioned probably poorly. Hitch the teams. We'll bring them in. Actually get a full kill there. So now we actually could have brought these guys in. Probably shouldn't have moved them there. And we have low ground either way here. So I think we'll run this attack here. Get the chariots so we're on health. Should have been all our moves. I think. Oh, what do we have over here? We have envoys over here? Yeah, we're not going to bring the envoys into the fight, so we'll just stand around. Move. Just the archers attacking and putting themselves into horrible position. So we'll go ahead and take them out. Continue to shoot these chariots. That will bring those guys down. We're going to run this attack probably. Yeah. We'll run this attack as well. And these guys are a little damaged. I almost want to say we'll just defend off with these guys. Let's move this unit over here. We'll actually run this attack here. And maybe we run this attack. We could run this attack with a full health unit. And we'll just defend off. Should just attack this unit twice. And we get the kill anyway, so 8 units lost. And now we still have the city to attack. Now, we're gonna run into a potential problem because now that we have made this move, our units are within striking distance of Plosiv's people, right? So if I don't get the attack off on this city fast enough, on the next turn, then we may have problems. Actually, you know what? Can we run the attack right away? Actually, wait, who's attacking us right now? Are we getting attacked? Oh, they are. They're attacking us. Fascinating. I'd love to take that fight, sure. Yeah, why not? Let's just stack our units over here. They ran over there. This is an intriguing move by the AI. I'm actually kind of confused as to what their goal is here. Let's get some full health units in position. Go ahead and run this high ground attack on the archers, and we'll run this. Literally just death. We have tech advantage, right? So there's another 2 units lost. And now I'm wondering, I can run this attack immediately. But I think we want to run it from here. We can just run. Do we just run this attack? We just run this attack. Let's just do it. Let's just take the city right now. Aggressive expansion. Oh, let's just do it. We're just gonna straight assault. They shouldn't have many units, honestly, so we're gonna bring units in reinforcements, so let's manual fight it. Probably, we arguably could have just auto-resumed this. I probably should have checked that. Remember, there are certain advantages to auto-resolving, but we have some damaged units. I don't want to lose them anyway. This positioning is fine. We'll just keep it this way. Arguably, we could move this guy in, but he's pretty damaged, so... We're gonna bring all these units in anyway, so... I don't want these guys getting hurt, but also, I think we'll be fine if we just start shooting people. The levies actually have more... Let's make sure we don't get this highly promoted archer unit in any trouble. We have high ground over here anyway. Take a few shots. These guys probably moved incorrectly, but that's okay. Got some nice high ground. We're gonna come in over here. We attack down into the... Oh, actually, we can almost kill... Okay, never mind. So, if we can just kill everyone, we just kill everyone. Nice. There we go. That was a somewhat surprising move. I thought for sure we were going to end up in trouble. Clearly, Plosiv's units that were constantly bugging us over here have defended off into whatever location that they were at. So we're going to burn Akkad down. There are no people living there. We're going to burn the city down and then immediately place down an outpost. We don't want this city, right? It's actually hampering us, and we want to put down a different city, actually, rather than this one. The goal will be to attempt to connect this into a nug. Nug's got 44 surplus, so we can attach it in. Plus, they've got the Pemokali. They've got some districts, so it'll be a questionable attachment, but I think we can make that happen. So we'll I guess we don't want to build any infrastructures here, so we'll just put production into Brussels Town Hall for the turn, that whatever turns it stays alive. We'll go burn it down and place an outpost down. We don't want the city there. Unless for some reason, yeah, it's like insanely expensive to absorb it. So we'll burn it down and we'll just add it as an attachment. We won't lose anything really, except for, actually no, we won't lose anything because we're just going to bring it in as an outpost anyway. There's no population. All of the districts will stay if we attach, if we put our outpost down right away. So not overly concerned about that. We'll also be able to buy in a harbor or anything else. Actually, it looks like they have a harbor already. So, okay, that was not what I expected. All right, let's get, like they discovered another, we have a massive navy right here now. These guys I feel like should probably just start moving in this direction. Let's get them healed so we don't take like terrible amounts of damage. So we'll plop them here and then get them moving to a defensive position somewhere. Maybe discover some more curiosities. Other here. This is because we played as the Norsemen. We have insane movement in the water. You can see our envoys actually are even mostly hanging out in the water. Look at this. Okay, let's go here, and then we'll jump out and grab these two as well. Plenty. 3 of them now over here. That's very nice. We don't mind that. We can move over now that we touched. We're not going to take damage. These guys are defending over here and exploring, so we'll just keep them kind of floating around in the ocean, right? Ocean tiles will still spawn curiosities at this point in the game. So we still want to keep that going. All right, that was a much more eventful turn than I thought. There's humanism, and so that will trigger good things for us. Our ransack was also successful, so we want to go take advantage of that. Corral and Palataputra have starvation problems, so that'll be our first potential. What's going on over here? Are Burley and Icarus in war as well? Okay, so our starvation cities were Palataputra and Corral. Right, so let's jump to Corral. They're losing a unit very quickly. How are we going to fix that problem? Technically, this will not get us any food, but we definitely want to have that. We can purchase 16 foods worth of stuff. That will save our city. That's going to cost us gold, which is also going to mean we can't necessarily get all of these in. We need 6 salt, and we have 3 salt being interrupted from plosive right now, so we could actually put in another manufacturer. We're just going to put in the silk manufactory. We're going to put it... Doesn't particularly matter. Let's put it over here. So that's that. Let's go to each of our cities now, and we want to check... Okay, salt. Salt is one we could get if we got access to more of it. We currently are not... We have enough salt if our trade routes are all open. We're getting interrupted. 3 from plosive is currently being interrupted, which is causing us to not be able to get that one. Alright, we can definitely get 2 down in this city. Get that down. That's where we want it. And let's get this. Oh, we ran out of gold. Okay, so we ran out of gold. I think we're gonna be able to buy it. We'll be able to buy it again. Ooh, nope, not next turn. Okay, so we do have to. We're gonna queue it in. We're gonna queue it in, and we're gonna queue in this one. I want those to be just market quarters, I think. So let's queue this one in, and we're actually gonna let's build that because we want these. The 50 fame on these is very, very good. This city obviously doesn't have one. We'll keep that one going to town hall. And this we will need to put boats in at some point. And let's see. We need 3. 1 interrupted from Palataputra. What? The one in Palataputra is interrupted? How? That's just confusing. We have 2 access from trade routes from Burley Gamer. We have 1. How many do we need? It says we just need the 3. Is that right? So why are we getting interrupted from our own city? Something is in here causing us to be interrupted? I don't love that. Okay, well, I mean, that just tells us what we need, right? All right, let's get these guys. We're gonna go burn down our own city. There we go. That's a 1-turn burn, so that's great. And we're gonna... This army, I guess, is gonna stay here as a defensive force. So we'll just have... well, they're doing their job, so that's fine. We'll move to the next army. This army just burnt down, and so we're gonna want to put right back. But we don't want to put right back here, because we know that that will break the FIMS. Let's see. What is that spot? That is a 10-17. So we just put down here, then move it back. I mean, it sucks to do that. But that's the best spot on the map. Unless we go over here, take advantage of that single river. I mean, it's not even worth doing, right? You know, we could just leave it on the 8-17, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So we'll just go put this down. Maybe we don't even move it, you know? What does it cost? 80 to move? Oh, never mind. We'll just flip it back. All right, so there is our claims now. That looks really nice to me. Palatiputra, I think, is going to sit. It's got 3, but Palatiputra has some stability problems. I think we're going to be able to make a city out of this, and then 3,000 now to put that in. Yikes. Okay, so we want to wait. We want to also put in all of our harbors and things like that, and we want to wait till the tech is researched. Speaking of which, we can throw our tech in. Let's go over here. The 3-masted ship, now that we have the manufactories going. We also want to get access to those manufactories. So, salt, and there was a trade route being blocked with explosive. It looks like it's this one right here. Something in here is being disrupted. So, let's grab these guys and find out what is happening. What is happening with our trade route here? Is something up here, maybe? I'm not sure where the breakage is occurring. Just like that on the next turn. We'll grab 2 curiosities, and then we'll go find out what's going on with this trade route. We also need... apparently somewhere in Palatiputra, our trade is being broken as well. We'll keep an eye on it. Our envoys are spending so much time in the water, I'm not sure they're actually getting much leverage for me, because they're in the water collecting other things. It's very fascinating, actually. I'm not sure... Let's get these guys out here. They might be able to discover a couple other curiosities for us. In any of this fog, right, there's this potential for curiosity spawn. Well, they don't want them to get damaged, but there you go. And we'll pop into Burley's land after that, so easy on that move. These guys are just hanging out, I guess? Yeah, because they don't really need to do anything. We could maneuver them back to our capital. This city is going to need some defending, though. I think they're just going to sit. We're just going to sit in here. We'll just station them for now. All right, the riches of far shores, rejoice! Word has arrived that your bravest, most intrepid sailors have crossed wild seas and discovered an entire new continent full of riches. Oh. Wealthy individuals ready to patronize more expeditions take advantage of this newfound natural wealth. It is time you asked yourself how you wish to secure the resources needed to power your great empire. This is a great reminder to check our civics as well. So we have materials procurement. Actually, this would help us right now. This would help us a bunch. It's very expensive, but I actually think this would allow us to build in a few more of our things. Let's do this. I very rarely do this, but I think it will actually help us. I don't know if the 20% is enough, but we'll find out.
Trading goods
Let's
tends
find
to
out.
lead to trading goodwill.
We don't need that.
Good ideas.
I'm still debating whether this is good or not. I don't know what the number is for trade routes. I need to find out what counts as a trade route, because foreign innovations used to be a must-have, but I just don't know anymore. I still think this is probably not worth it, and we don't want this in either, because our religion is hopefully thriving still. Speaking of religion, how is our religion? It's not doing great. It's not doing great. We just put down another holy site, though. Are the Jamamasjids? They are not. The Jamamasjids are not religious districts. Okay. Neither are any. Oh, although the stupas, I think, are. We still have some of those to build in. Okay, I think we can go ahead and end turn. Let's pay careful attention. Maybe what's happening up here? Because we're ready to get this claim in right away, right? So we're going to, like, claim... We don't want to claim on top of it, though, right? We just claim over here instead. Ah! I probably should have just put it down. Oh! They're immediately going to come in and attack this. Okay, so this is not particularly surprising. And now we're in a smidge of trouble. I thought this might happen. All right, we got curiosities collected. We have two cities starving, so let's deal with that first. Anug and Urum. We also have no gold left because of what we're trying to do. A Nug is losing in 1 turn, so I guess I don't think we have anything to buy out here, to be really honest. I think if we're going to do anything, we'd have to buy out a unit, and we do not have the gold to do so. So, they're just going to lose a pop. We're just going to take the pop loss in a Nug. That's a bummer. Again, we're building another Wonder. Urim, I believe, as well. They're losing a pop in 1 as well, and I don't think... Again, I don't think there's anything I can probably do to stop that. No gold to buy a unit, so we're just going to take some pop loss on this turn, essentially. This is... I hate that. Like, I don't like it at all. Oh, we could bring these boats in. Are these all cogs? There's 1 Karak. The cogs can't attack. Only the Karak can, so the Karak could support this fight. We're going to retreat that fight anyway and see if he burns it down or not. We could always just, like, straight attach it, like, right away, and then he'd have to declare war. If he declares war, we got boats in the water. I feel like we could get some stuff done. We'll have these guys go pick up their curiosities. Gold is nice. Maybe we can save our cities. Oh, well, we might be able to save our cities now if we can collect a few golds. As soon as it wasn't a city, they were like, oh, cool, we can attack you now. I could attach it right now, and it may actually cancel this fight. Can I do that? I could. Will it cancel this fight if I do that? I'm actually intrigued. Is this in the spot that's, like, acceptable? 5-9? I mean, I feel like this is fine. I'm gonna attack. You know, the one thing we can't do is buy in, like, the iron mine, because we can't do it right now. Let's see if it lets me attach it. I'm intrigued. It probably shouldn't let me attach it. We attached it, but it doesn't matter. The battle will still commence. Now he's fighting in my land. Does this mean we're at war? I'm confused. I think we'll just retreat this? We don't want to fight this. We do have reinforcements, but they have massive amounts of reinforcements. We would just get crushed, right? We want to retreat into our city, effectively, if we can. So, like, we'll just retreat that. And then if he wants to declare war, he's got to declare war to come get this, right? He might choose to declare war to get this. Possibly. So, we'll find out. We need to increase our defenses, probably, in that city as well. This, actually, do we send this army up there as well? I don't think so. I think these guys have to stay in kind of a defensive position down here. Let's send them somewhere. We'll send them up here somewhere. We're 3 turns away. We're 3 turns away from being able to put down our city. The city's going to cost us less now, right? Because we burned down our extra city. So we got a much cheaper cost on the city, 2,700. And we have 2 turns left on Brussels Town Hall. So we're going to have to do some math to figure out when we're going to do that. We can't go into Plosiv's land. I don't know what's interrupting all of our trade. Is it because Plosiv and I have... Oh, it's probably because of
There's
this
some reason
now.
you warrant my time, let alone trust. I know you won't. It would be
Let's
best.
pronounce some crises. Okay. And I don't know if we can make any other treaties. Might as well take a look. The vassalizations of everybody have kind of hampered any of our diplomatic efforts. So this Karak could be helpful up here. I'm going to send this boat back up here. We're gonna park it in this harbor, probably. These guys grabbed their curiosity and will come through here and then back down. Again, we don't want to take damage, so we're going to go into that shallow water and then we'll go from there. And now we get to find out whether... Well, Plosiv can't declare war on us, right? Because Icarus would have to be the one who declares war on us, I think. Is that how vassalages works? I don't actually know. Plosiv doesn't have the war support to declare war on us, you know? That's the thing. So we were pretty safe, actually, in just doing what we did, almost, which is kind of interesting to note. Okay. Oh, we were going to try to save our cities. Almost forgot. Can we, in fact, save our cities? Oh, and can we put in more of these? We still can't with the salt. Oh, but we probably can over here. Don't get distracted, Moose. You got to save those cities later. Yes, we can put in the silver... Wait, no, we can't. We have 3, but that's not enough. Why is that not enough? How many do we need? No. Okay, so we don't have access to enough silver. Okay, so silver and salt. And we can't trade with anybody. Well, we could trade with Burley. Does Burley have silver or salt? Got salt. Got salt. Does he have silver? He has silver. We're trading for both of those. What about Nox? We can trade with Nox as well. Nox has salt. Okay, we can't trade with anyone else, though, right? Okay, so did that do anything for us? We didn't get any silver. We have access to 3. None of it's getting interrupted, but we still don't have enough to put it down. We're getting access to all of our salt now as well. We don't have enough deposits. I need to read up on the changes to manufactories because I'm a little stumped. We must not have enough of it, right? We must need more. Anyway. All right, well, in that case, let's do a quick check on all of our cities again, just in case we have any other manufactories we can put down. Okay, let's see if we can fix a nug. No, a nug is fixed because of the attachment. Okay, so a nug is fixed because of the attach. That's beautiful. Worm's only losing 2 food, but they're going to lose that population so fast because they're over top of their cap. But we might be able to buy out something now for them. We cannot still. Although we could buy a unit, maybe. Let's get a unit. Wait, does this get us? This gets us a science slot. Boom. Science slot. Nailed it. All right, that's what we were talking about earlier. We get this manufacturing in. We got another manufacturing in as well. I think we have a shot at 2 more manufactories, but I'm not figuring out how we can get them right now, so we'll hold on that. We got 2 turns on Brussels Town Hall. Let's rock and roll.
Can you have this amount of international sway and stay humble? The world is about to find out.
I don't know what you're talking about. A new doctrine is in effect. I like this. This is fine. I would love this. Turn 138. We need to push our faith a little bit. And we have, what effect do we have here? Plus 2 food. Oh, 2% on all of this is nice. That's very nice. We'd like to push it even further over here if we can. And I like that we're over here as well. It decreases our chances of war, as long as we're avoiding this. And what do we have here? Minus 50% cost of signing treaties. That doesn't matter either way to me. Got more intel being collected, which is good. And those new doctrines are done. All right, let's move our troops. Double intel collected over here on that move, so that's nice. Okay, this army. How did they get down here? Oh, they retreated. This army retreated. Right. Okay. So we move everybody like next to each other-ish. Kind of hang out together.
Awake and
Those guys are in kind of a defensive position, and these guys can go grab this on the next turn, though, I guess. Technically, we probably should have just stopped him here and gone to pick it up next turn, but that's fine. And that's actually just a straight end turn for us. How are our cities doing? 6 food here, so we're growing very slowly in Huatu. And then we're 2 turns away from our city. We're also 1 turn away from potentially claiming another wonder. We're going to have to see how much that wonder costs before we do it. All right, but we're going to get Brussels Town Hall built on this turn. That's going to be a big deal for us. It's going to jump us in fame. So we'll keep an eye on this. 11.1k on the fame. We're falling. We're still behind by, what, 1.4 or something like that. So let's see what happens. We also have several people that could move up soon. I haven't looked at who we'd move up to. We're definitely not moving up this time because we got lots of stars left to get. We should check on that as well. In fact, let's check on that now. We're playing a builder. We haven't built anything because we've just been building wonders. So we need to get districts built, which is what we're going to do next. We have the ability to get a 3rd militarist star with only 11 unit kills, which would be nice. We have no science stars of yet. I'm not really worried about merchant stars. We're probably not going to get them. Diplomat stars, we have 1 of already. That's nice. We need 1 more territory for an expansion star. Oh, we're definitely going to get that, though, right? Because we haven't even attached half of our territories. That's great. As soon as we form our other city, we'll get that. Agrarian, we might pick up another, and we hopefully can get an aesthete star as well. So we're way low on stars, so we'll be in this era for a little while longer. I don't even mind if we have to stay for a while. We may Ooh, transcending is a possibility. Transcending is a real possibility, because we're not going to get our Jama Masjids in at all. If we transcend, we could catch up on some of our builds without having to worry about another emblematic district. We'll check and see, but it's something to keep in mind. All right, there's Brussels
wondrous
Town Hall.
work indeed. No doubt the neighbors are eyeing you with a great deal of jealousy.
Beauty. And that bumped us up, closing the gap. We are closing the gap. All right, Palataputra near starvation again. Let's go check on Palataputra. What are y'all doing? Losing in 2 turns. Okay, but you can build something to fix that problem, right? Let's put in 22 food. Man, we should probably get some of these in. 4 industry, 5 industry, no industry? Okay, so not a ton of industry-based things. I bet you we could boost our science by a ton. Yeah. But we need builder stars. So, let's go artificial reservoirs into, I mean, I want to put a Jama Masjid, but I think we should put 1 hamlet down before we do that. I think we throw a hamlet down. That looks like a great spot for a hamlet. And then we'll put a Jama Masjid in if we can. That is a 42 Jama Masjid. Let's look at what these are again. Plus 3 industry per workers, plus influence, plus industry. Industry per adjacent makers. We want to surround it with makers. And emblematic. So just basically, Jama Masjids are just like industry. All of it. Beautiful. Technically, that's a stupa, so we probably should have saved that and put like research quarters around it, but that's fine. So that'll be the build order there for now. That might not even fix their food problem, honestly, by putting just the artificial reservoirs in. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. But that's fine. There's another curiosity. Oh, and now we get to pick. We get to pick the civic that is voted on. Do we have one that we don't have that we might want? Oh yeah, let's do the one that we were thinking about and see if that does anything for us. Which one is that? That's foreign innovations, right? Let's vote. Let's put this one to vote and see if we can't get this trade route one for free. And then we will immediately vote over here. Right? We have all of the sway. We have all of the sway. I don't think anyone will be able to surpass us on sway here. So we'll put into that for trade routes. I think that will work for us. I hope that's the better of the options. We'll see if our science just skyrockets as a result of that. All right, we got people on the border. We do have an aggressive free peoples here we could go fight. Let's go take a gander. Let's go take a gander at what those units are for those free peoples.
It's a great responsibility to act as president of a voting session. What happens here may have consequences just about everywhere.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator. You make it sound very important. All right, I want this trade route back, but I don't even know how to get it. So I guess we can go away now. A bunch of cogs. We can defeat those cogs. Let's make sure we're in a good defensive position with our boats. Let's do it. All right, that is grabbed. And I don't think we're going to go anywhere down there. So let's just head in this-ish direction. We're just kind of crisscrossing in that triangle back here in this fog as we hope for more curiosities to be spawning. Okay. And let's look at all of our cities. Watu is going to put in their last Naust. That is fine. Let's just get the Naust in. That will fix their food as well. So they're going to be good on food. And they are not actually dealing with population problems right now, which is pretty nice. They also have 80% stability, which is going just well. We'll have to keep an eye on that too. We're going to 100% stability now, finally, in Corral. So Corral now on the path to recovery. They also do not have any problems with population cap. We actually don't need this garrison anymore. So let's flip this in. And then let's start placing down their Jama Masjids. That's not a great spot for it. Wait, what is this? Oh, it is. Sorry, that is a great spot for it. Because we already want to surround it with plus 15 industry per adjacent market quarter, plus 15 money per adjacent maker's quarter. So we technically want a market quarter right there, technically, because it will get us better yields, I think. So like that, while it looks really nice, actually it looks really nice, but we would technically want that to be a market quarter, I guess. 52. But that's a nice spot again for something else. Research quarters here, probably. Where do we have... Oh, 59. 59 is a really nice number. In fact, 59 is higher than 53. There's our adjacency that we're looking for. That looks really nice. 59. All right, let's plop it down right there. Boom. And we'll go ahead and throw that in front of this. We'll try to avoid building this, probably. The extra food will be nice from the Noust. Let's get the Noust in. And then let's check our other cities, because they all have queues. All right, we have a Noust going in here. Population is not a problem after the attachment here, so that's nice. Food is not a problem either, though. So I think, actually, we should probably just get our stupas in. Let's stupa first before we Noust. At least 2 of them, maybe. Let's go at least 2 of them, and then we also need to Jama Masjid at some point. We'll keep paying attention to that. Let's go stupas in that city. Urum has, again, a bunch of Noust to build. They probably could use a Noust for food purposes, or a Hamlet. But the Hamlet is a 12-turn build, so let's Noust. That also gets us not only food, it gets us a slot for farmers. So let's keep the Noust in here. I think that will be fine. Huatu, we already decided they were good, and then that'll fix their food-ish, but we'll keep an eye on them. I'm not going to queue up anything there. And technically, we're 1 turn away from this. Oh, but did we ever check our... Oh, we don't have enough. We don't have enough to get one? 7,450 to claim another wonder. So we're going to hold on the wonder claim. We'll start saving for it after we put our city in. We're going to put our city in after this. So right now, what we really want to do is we want to put all of our harbors in, but because our harbors have been getting burnt down over here, we're not going to do that yet. I just need to remember that when we put the city down here in just a moment, when we put the city down, we have to put in all of our stuff first, right? Before we make the city transformation and we attach everything, because I think we're just going to get to attach everything all at once. So we're going to attach all 4 of these as well, right? Because Palataputra is at 80%. I think we could be... Well, we'll play it carefully. Which one is going to become the city? The 2522. 2522 is enormous. Okay. So, but if we do that, then it has to take all 3. But I think that's what we do. I think Fang becomes the city, and we just attach all 4 of these to the new city. It should be a fully functioning city because of the research we have. Palataputra is still behind, so I think we just do Fang. I think that would work very well. So that's what we're gonna do here on the next turn. Go. There's a science star. Let's go take a look at Urum really quickly. 3 turns. They need something probably to get them through. I have to buy a unit here, actually. Don't have the gold to buy a unit this turn, so we wait. They won't lose pop this turn. So let's just hang on for a second. And then we do have our tech research, so let's double check. We have 3-masted ship. We have colony plan in. So now, should be able to come in here. And we'll put down... oh, wait. Oh, their harbor's in already. Oh, they have a Noust in already. Beautiful. Wait, why can't they put a harbor down? Oh, their harbor's down already, too. Oh, that's why the city is looking so beautiful. 822, but that's still what we want, right? Because we're going to run the attachments anyway. We'll just put the city here. It puts the cities close together for defensive purposes. I feel like that'll work for us. Okay, so we put the city in. Actually, before we do that, just so we can do everything together. Okay, their harbor's already in. Their harbor's already in. Okay, so harbor already in. Formosa can get their harbor back in. This is the one that keeps getting burnt down. Is that a harbor? Wait, what is this? That's our trade port. I like the harbor being next to a trade port. That looks kind of funky. I like that look. This looks kind of cool too down here. This is cool though. Plus it puts a harbor on the other people's land. Alright, so we'll buy this in. We buy that in. And we come down to Fang and we will put in our city. Boom. There's
You
our-
seem to be
there's our
gobbling up regions
expansion
and
star.
stars at a rapid pace.
We're gonna
With
attach
12 expansionist
here.
stars,
We're gonna
you
watch
must
this.
have
We're at
nervous
12
neighbors.
surplus now. We're gonna attach this for 508. And I think we run this final attachment, even though it's incredibly expensive and will in fact decrease our stability by a substantial amount. But I think I want to just do it. 84%. This is not bad at all. And then look at our city already. Look at this city. It is absolutely cruising. So we'll put it on expert policy. We'll switch science in, and then we're just rolling, right? We probably should build. We get a garrison in to like help with stability. We might need that in a little bit. Let's get General Masjid's going though, because we might as well, right? There's a 44 General Masjid. Done. Put it in. Get those rolling for that city. You notice all the infrastructures, right? So if we go to this city, go to our infrastructures list. 3. That's all. There's 3 infrastructures. Every other infrastructure is already in the city. If we go to Paltaputra, our other most recent city, look at how many infrastructures we haven't built. Look at all of these, because we've been so focused on trying to get builder stars that we haven't gotten these in. That is the power of getting those late city settles and getting all of the infrastructures in. Like, we're just absolutely cruising. All right, these guys are coming in for a defensive sweep because, you know, explosives got boats and whatnot. This guy is gonna... Can we join? Oh, I can't join this? All right. This guy's just gonna sit for a little bit. Let's just station that boat there. We could have him join this group of lovely folks. Swing through here. Just running our usual path. We'll just see if there's anything in these. There is not. Okay, there is not. So then we'll just swing back through the other direction. Pestilent pastures. Some terrible affliction blights the livestock of Watu, causing some animals to foam at the mouth, attack each other, collapse, and soon perish. Whatever the disease may be, it spreads like wildfire. There's growing inevitability that this plague will reach other settlements, and thus imperial food stocks across the land. Oh, imperil. Worse, there are scattered reports of people also falling prey to the frightful new ailment. You must decide how to best stem this pestilent. We can control it, which we don't particularly want to do. We would lose science. I'm not keen on losing science, or we can eliminate it. We add some stability. We cost ourselves on Huatu. Ooh, Huatu, that's not a bad thing. The stability doesn't matter. The industry loss is not huge because we're not, like, cranking things. We don't have, like, a huge queue in there. So we're just going to eliminate. That works for me, and we have a new science to pick as well. Where are we going science-wise? +1 city cap would be good because we're over city cap right now. So that is probably the direction we will go. Let's grab supply lines for that extra city cap because that's hindering our influence generation. Remind me later, we have reached the ability to move up. We are currently pacing Icarus as we collect stars. And now we're going to save influence for our wonder, right? We have 1 connection left to make. Ooh, should we make this connection? At night, food's problematic. The food's problematic here as well. Food is kind of problematic here too. Brawl is just at 100. Does Corral add this? Who's adding this? Well, Corral has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attachments. 5 things. Watu has 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3? Wait, 1, 2, 3? Only 3? Oh, so it's definitely Watu's to add. It's Watu's to add for sure. So Huatu will add this eventually, but I guess not now because we're at a food and a stability loss problem right now. So we'll, unless we need to because of war or something like that. All right, let's get one more turn in. Final turn of the episode here. Keep our units. Let's keep our units moving. I always like to pay attention to that bottom corner. If you have units that are pre-pathed, especially if they're going after like a curiosity or something like that, I always try to press that button pretty quickly because that will kick your units off and actually have them moving. So that is something important to think about. We want an ambush, apparently. So that's... No. Is Icarus leveraging me? Is Icarus reducing my war support?
You are not welcome here.
Sir!
Not now, not ever.
Sir! Sir. Excuse me. So Icarus is prepping for war.
Nice.
That's...
Talk, though I'd as soon see you bleed as speak.
This proposition should be in all our best interests.
So aggressive. Burley, hey, we have a customs union?
We would all benefit from...
Every time.
I find your
Every
proposition
time! We
outlandish
should,
at
we should buy
best.
this.
Understood.
Buy the incense, since we already have the route. Buy the horses, since we already have that. Buy the copper. Right, as long as we have the routes, we want to buy those, right? Icarus is prepping for war. He's already dropping my war score. I'm gonna save all my leverage for the actual war, I think. We could renounce all of these. I don't know. I think we'll just let that sit. We'll just let that sit. All right, these guys are gonna poke their head. Actually, what is our upgrade cost here? We just spent all our gold, unfortunately. Let's poke our... Oh, well, let's not... Let's take the whole army, just in case. Let's poke our heads onto this land. They have... Wait. You have no units? I would like to fight your units. Do you have units? Well, I guess we're just gonna attack this city as well. Huh. I'm gonna save that decision for the next episode. I guess we just take more land? There's literally no reason why we would not at this point. Is there ocean down here? Technically, we could go... I guess we take these guys further south. Go collect this. Go do that. All right. These guys are going to crisscross back over to here. See what we find. We're just going to continue to rotate these guys in their little triangle that they're doing through the ocean and hope that it eventually will net us good yields. I mean, it already has, right? Let's take a look at our cities one last time. We got that Noust going in. That's fine. We have a Noust going in Corral. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Into Jama Masjid. We have that tech already. We're good there. And a Nug is building Stupa, and I'm totally fine with that. Let's get those Stupas in. Everyone should be building districts if at all possible. We got a Noust going in here. They have no food, so the Noust will boost that. So that's fine. We'll keep plugging Noust there. And then we have Agra that is building their Jama Masjid. We'll get another one of those rolling shortly. And then we got Hamlet into Jama Masjid here. So I think we're looking good. The Hamlet will temporarily fix Palachaputra's problems. So I think all of our cities are rocking and rolling. And then we'll just be saving influence for another wonder build if we can. Currently, we have lots of wonders available. We just need 7,450 influence. That'll take us quite a few turns to get, but that's what we want to do. That takes us, I think, to the end of this episode. Will we be close to moving up at the end of the next one? Probably. We'll probably be getting there. We'll probably get to spin some pretty good turns. We ended up taking a city, which was not part of my plans, which was great. We got this city, and we now have access to the Primal Kali. We have, how many wonders we have in our capital? 1, 2, 3, 4 with the Great Blue Hole. We have 4 natural wonders in our capital city right now. That feels real nice. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. If you like the content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying this series, make sure you're subscribed. You've got the notifications turned on so you know when we release these videos. Typically, I'm putting them out on Sundays. We will continue this next week, and I will see you then.